Whoa. That was just me testing my voice out real quick. You know what I'm saying? I have to test my voice every now and then uh, to make sure everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, as I wake up in this place, I see the remnants of total joy and peace of mind. I see the time ahead. And hear me, people. I'm being sincere about this. I'm not looking forward to the holidays. I'm not looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm not looking forward to Christmas. I don't have nothing to do with pagan holidays. I'm not going to sit up here and worship Satan. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who wants any part of those holidays and you want to worship Satan, you know, you want you want to sit up there and worship a gooble or a goblin, that's your business. And at Christmas time, you want to be part of what's called solace, that's your business. But let me tell you something, those festivals are evil. Every last one of them. You may as well not call them holidays. You call them festivals. Festivals of the evil one. God has nothing to do with Christmas. God has nothing to do with Halloween. He has nothing to do with November 25th or whenever your Thanksgiving falls on. That stuff is about evil. For Thanksgiving, fertility, you know, Christmas, that damn Nimrod. I mean, I'm not into that. These some evil people we talking about here. When people talk about, I don't think God talks about Christmas. So if anybody told you that a revelation came from God about Christmas, you know what that revelation would be? Don't celebrate it. Real simple. You know what I mean? Here's the deal. You got to change for the better, or you keep living this fiasco that we call living in the world. You keep believing the hype of the crazy of this world. You actually believe that corporation up there is government. They're not government at all. There ought to be no government for the people, by the people, with the people. There is no such thing. All the people of this world are government. And there's only one governor. His name is Jesus. And who is the Son of the living God. You see what I'm saying? That's the way it works out. Everything else is imposters. You know what I mean? How many times you going to hear me tell you the truth and lie not? See what I'm saying? Because if you believe the hype of this hierarchy in the world, well, check your world out. Most cities are destroyed. And you still believe in these people who call themselves leaders? They're not leaders. They into deconstruction. They're not leaders. You believe in AI innovation? Kill that. That don't mean nothing either. It ain't nothing. Come on. You believe in all this. See, anything but good common sense. Anything but good morals. Anything but good character. See, the major things that you need are the very things you would give up for everything else in the world. And I'm not speaking to everybody because I know some people know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I can't live like you. I can't walk like you. I refuse to. If the whole world is against me, God is for me. Because God knows I don't have anything to do with this world. So that makes me his disciple. I'm not a big product of family, friends, and all these other people. Whatever. I ain't with all that. That's why I am his disciple. I learned to let go of all that. I let go of everything. Everything must go. You know what I mean? You must have a purpose. And for me, God is that purpose. Jesus died on a cross for my sins. Does that make me sin less? No. I still fall short. I admit it. I fall short. But I won't ever deny that Jesus is the Son of the living God, because he is the Son of the living God. You know. And on one thing, I come to understand in this life, and I regret a lot of stuff I've learned coming up, and even stuff that my mother and father taught me, But it was not their fault. They just didn't know any better. But you know what? I love my mom. All praises due to God for my mother. All praises due to God for my father. All praises due to God for my sister, ex-wife, children, whomever of the 5 children are mine, and even the ones that are not mine. Brothers, whatever. Whoever out there got an axe to grind. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. I forgive you. You don't know what the hell you doing. I forgive you. But here's what I want you to understand. You know what I'm saying? Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Because this road to Caesarea, I'm taking it alone. This road to Jerusalem, I'm taking it alone. This road to so-called Africa, which is Akabalon, I'm taking it alone. This road, see, in a real short season, I'm going around the world, as many places as I can, before this heart stops ticking. And I'm going to tell you something. A whole lot of things are going to happen as I take these pilgrimages all over the place. And I'm going to tell you something. Before it's all said and done, I am going to proclaim my very own Nobel Peace Prize. Nobody has to give it to me. You know, I don't need a Nobel Peace Prize, you know, from a legislative official of Baltimore City who beats his meat. Oh my God. I had to think of something like that. Oh my God. Just when I thought I could hide funny, I'm still a comedian till the end. I don't know what the hell happened there. Like I told you, I fall short sometimes. It's the comedian in me. I can't, you know. Why accept a prize from someplace and God didn't sanction the prize? Many awards that we get do not come from God. As a matter of truth, none of them do. They all come from Satan. They do. All of them do. You can tell me all daggone day long. I'm telling the truth. They all come from Satan. Who else do you know hold up shrines all over the world? That's not God's thing. God has nothing to do with holding up shrines and memorabilia and all that crazy stuff. That's the devil's work. Think about that the next time you get an award from somebody. It's not of God at all. Going here, there, anywhere is the same as going wherever. It's all the same. I don't give a daggone what religious background you from. We're still the same people. I don't care what color you are. You're still the same people. Everything that operates inside of me operates inside of you. Let me give you a wisdom key that Dick Murdoch. Wait a minute. I said Dick Murdoch. No, it's my fault. That might be right. Let me give you a wisdom key that Mike Murdoch will never give you. Because the true picture of wisdom is not Mike Murdoch. No. It's a lot of trickery in that one, okay? And if you're not keen enough to see it, then that's your business. But I'm keen enough to see right through people like Mike Murdoch, people like Mr. Cirillo. Sounds a lot like Cigarello. Some people like all the fallen angels of the world. I mentioned them all. I ain't gonna mention them on this broadcast. I mentioned them all already. A lot of you still believe in this mess. You believe in this system. You believe in this money system. You know who's truly rich? The one who is truly rich is not the one who has all the money. The one who's truly rich is not the one who has everything in the world. The one who's truly rich is not the one who boasts about having billions of people around them or thousands of people around them. Or if you're a hundredaire person's having hundreds of people around you and all this kind of stuff, and people praise you and all this kind of stuff, that ain't rich. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is? You want to know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's written right there in Romans chapter 5 and verses 1 through 5. He said, therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with God. We're so, we also glory in tribulations. We also have access by what? By faith into this grace in which we stand in the hope of the glory of God. Not only so, but that we glory in tribulation. Then let me tell you something. That's it right there. Faith. Something the size of a mustard seed over trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of times so precedes anything in this world. Faith. And that's one of the top three. One of the top three, and it so precedes anything and everything in this world. We haven't even gotten to hope yet. We haven't even got to love yet. Faith by itself. Man, I am so glad that I know what I know today. I am so glad that I'm walking the way I'm walking today, that I'm talking the way I'm talking today. I'm even glad to be hated by people. I don't need you. I don't need you. You know what I mean? We have opinions and buttholes. I don't need you. I don't trust you. I don't need you. I don't even want you. I don't trust you. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. I don't trust you. Not one of you. I don't care who you are. You take a look at this world and look at everything that's happening in our world. Look at all the children who are not protected, who are dying today, who become the meal of Burger King and McDonald's and somebody who lives in that Vatican, and used for sacrifices in those very festivals that I talked about earlier that we celebrate: Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and the list goes on. You know how many children were sacrificed for those festivals? The idea of protecting children in this world is a lie. No child has ever been protected. Not one. And those who appear to be protected now, who knows, right? Maybe they'll make it through. Maybe some won't. This world's full of evil. This world's full of a whole lot of anarchy, witches, devilish folk. It's filled with Satan, satanic rituals. The higher ups, the skanky rich, dudes with attitudes. And puppets who call themselves government, who are nothing more than a corporation full of people who just siphoning off of the filthy rich or the filthy dudes with attitudes who are $40 trillion in debt. There's no honesty. No honesty whatsoever. If you still believe in this world, if you still believe in, when I go to places like Walmart and I go to places like the supermarket and I see people with these great big full carts of food and stuff and how happy and wonderful they are about it, how we made it over and yeah, look at us and we're doing this and we got this and we got that. And I'm like looking at you and said, look, let me tell you something. You got a landfill. You got a nice clean landfill. That's what you got. But yet they happy all the more. I'm like, wow. So many people don't know what time it truly is. Same carts I would see way back in the day in the 70s. I wouldn't say the 60s. I wasn't born then, but I was born in the 60s. Yeah, but I'm talking about in the 70s and the 80s and in the 90s. How people were so proud of those things then. A lot of those people still proud of those things today. That tells me how many people don't. That tells me that a lot of people still don't know what time it is. They didn't know then what time it was, and they don't know today what time it is. I go with what I know. Man is truly the destructor of this world. And, that's why I'm not quite believing anybody about anything. Especially since you're under the umbrella of the so-called leadership in this world. It ain't leadership at all. Everybody fighting for the dollar. When all you had to do was just correct your status. Going about the old way. Doing things the way they told you to do it. Pledging allegiance to a flag that don't mean jack crap. It's the flag, and I don't give a damn what flag it is. I don't care where it comes from. Them flags, all those flags, I burn them all. If it was up to me. No flag means a damn. I mean, none of them do. You tell me all day long about flags. None of them mean nothing. You can tell me all day long about all these nations running around. None of them mean nothing. You can tell me all daggone day long about these religions. None of them means nothing. None of them. If it ain't God fulfilled, if it ain't written in them scriptures, it's omitted. It don't mean a thing. You see what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing. People run around call themselves trying to save the world, trying to save some people. But guess what? Guess where the funding comes from? The same dude with attitudes. The same Vatican who works right alongside them, the Roman dictators. are funding about every church on this planet. There wouldn't be a mega church going unless it was funded by the dudes with attitudes. Because the bottom line is simply this. This is what they tell them. We will fund your church, black man. All we need you to do is lie to the people. If you lie to the people about God, we'll be glad to fund your church. We'll be glad to cause you to start your church. Because God didn't start not one of these churches. God had nothing to do with none of them. The same God who said one God, one faith, one baptism. Guess what? Only one house belongs to God. And that's Jerusalem. See, the scriptures record that God has two wives. Two. And I ain't talking about two physical women. I ain't saying that. I said two wives. Israel's one, Judah is the other. Let me tell you one doggone thing real quick. Tell you one doggone thing real quick. That's why I told Netanyahu, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. You better get out of there, man. Better get out. See, you're not paying me no mind. But you know what? You better get out. Because I don't know what your little astrologers are telling you. But you better get out of there. Because whoever is talking to you, it ain't coming from God. But when it comes from God, then you'll know. Just like every one of those nuts before you. Just like the Herods. They figured it out. They said, oh my God. Everybody we hired to tell us the dreams, the truth, and all that told us nothing. Next thing you know, here come God. Boom! Out of nowhere. And that's the same way it's going to be for you, Netanyahu. Out of nowhere. I'm prophesying right now, right in your face. Hey, Trump, get ready. Your season is getting closer and closer and closer by the minute. You have no idea. I don't know exactly when, but I know it's coming. You got to watch it because you might not know when I'm prophesying. I'm prophesying. I told you 7 years ago Hollywood was going down. Told you that 7 years ago. Everything I told you over the past 7 years has come to fruition. Everything. What I tell you today will come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm about done with this madness. I'm about done with all the pillow talk. See, I'm about done with all the false prophets and teachers walking around in our world today. I'm about done with these do-gooders who do no good at all. You see what I'm saying? I'm way overblown with the system of this world. And my God is about to make some changes. So much fake in this world. So much fake, so much fantasy, so much foolishness, so much folly. I have to look around and look at a lot of people who are destroyed for lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. I look around every day and I see it. It's real disturbing to sit up there and look at something like that. Even in some of our children. Destroyed. Going to the same schools that I even went to. Learning the same garbage that goes solely against the very Spirit of God that lies within them. They do whatever they do to keep the same old crap going. And it yields the same very thing as before. Crime, drugs, and death. What does the enemy come to do? Rob, steal, kill, and destroy. Look around the world today. That's what you're seeing. Robbing, stealing, killing, and destruction. That's what you're seeing. And many of us, regardless of race, participate in robbing, stealing, killing, and destroying. A lot of people are going to hell. Ain't no doubt about that. That's not a judgment call. That's just what Paul Heyman calls a spoiler. A lot of people are going straight to hell. And some of them going to stand before God. I've been real nice. I gave at the office. God, I've been good to people. Like that's going to save you? It's not going to save you. God, I lifted up a whole lot of men and women by their bootstraps. We have been a nation of people. We have been this type of people. And we did this, Lord. And look at these good people. These people are doing good. God, thank you, God. God, like, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I have a son. His name is Jesus. And if you deny my son before me, then you just denied me. And Jesus says the same thing. If you deny my Father before me, you just denied me. Hear what he's saying. He right there said it. Him and his Father are one, but they're not the same. He said it. I don't condone sin. But see, let me tell you about what I said before. What I said was this, and I need you to hear me clearly what I said. The Lord giveth, the world taketh away. What do I mean by that? The world said, for your shame, right? This is what they're saying. This is what the world says. For your shame, you should be more shameful. And shameful to the point of disgrace. And from disgrace to complete dehumanization. That's what the world is telling you. But my God says, for your shame ye shall have double. Meaning, for your shame, you shall still have life. In other words, regardless of your shame, regardless of your sin, nature of life, work on those things, yes. Make it better, yes. Because if you hate what you do, you saved all the more. You know what I'm saying? Not if you do less and less of it. No. If you hate what you do, you saved all the more. Your sin life should produce not shame to the point of disgrace, to the point of literally destroying self. That's not where shame should lead you. That's not where sin should lead you. I'm not sitting here condoning sin. But what I am saying is simply this. You know you have work to do. See, even the scriptures say, it's clear. There are things that are required and things that are a must. That means for God to work in your life, there are things written in those scriptures you must adhere to. Even if you're opposing them. See what I'm saying? Now, the world will tell you you don't have the right to anything in those scriptures if you oppose it. That's what the world tells you. God says the power is right there in those scriptures. In fact, the power of life and death is in what you say out of your very lips. So keep speaking against those things. Keep warring against those things that are sinful in your life. That are shameful in your life. Speak against them. War against them. In the word of God. Let that be your compass and break it down. Because in the end, at some point, you won't be doing those things anymore. I'm a living witness. I don't listen to this world and what these knuckleheads are saying out here. I don't listen to that corporation. I don't listen to them damn dudes with attitudes. I don't listen to nobody out here. Over the past few years, I've been delivered from so many things that ain't even funny. I'm delivered from family. I'm delivered from sexual addiction. I am delivered from lying. I am delivered from so many things because I took God's understanding and omitted completely the world's understanding. And now I walk in freedom. Now I walk in joy. Now I walk in the bill of affair that God has for my life, and I'm making no apologies. I don't need a therapist. I'm already a therapist myself. I don't need any pill to keep me straight. Everything that's going on in me right now is keeping me straight. I don't need anything of this world. I'm good. I'm good. I'm about to go out here this morning and have breakfast. I'm all right. But I made sure this morning that I put together my sarsaparilla, my cascara sagrada, my damiano, and my dandelion. I got it over there right now, right in the kitchen over there. And I blend it together. It's like a tea that I put together. And I already got 12 jars, 12 32-ounce jars of that already sitting in the refrigerator, right? I got one setting out, right? And I'm about to consume that before breakfast. Because any carcinogens in that breakfast are going to be killed. Why? because I did my regimen before I got to that. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I got a great big jar of sour sop bitters. I got a great big, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. Got my sea moss. Man, I'm making the break here. I believe that the herbs are for the healing of this nation, and they've been healing me ever since, baby. My own doctors and alternative doctors can't figure it out. Well, my alternative doctors can figure it out, but my doctors, my regular physicians, they can't figure it out. They looking around like, dang, man, what the hell are you doing? I mean, we seen you eat sweets and stuff. We know you eat sweets and stuff. How's it that your sugar stays normal? See, whew, and I know, because some of you look at this right here. These teeth of mine. I can have these fixed anytime. I can get it done. That ain't the hard part. It's just that the best part of me is already taken care of. I don't have to worry about the bacteria part of this because there's no bacteria. Because on the inside of me is not a bunch of free radicals, and it's not a bunch of worms in me and stuff like that. See what I'm saying? See, what matters is on the inside, not what's on the outside. See? You take a look at this and you take a look at a few other things and swear that it's bad. What makes this real bad right here is if on the inside you're messed up on the inside. See? It's not this that can mess up the inside. It's what you partake unto and the very things you're not partaking unto to regulate what's going on the inside. See what I'm saying? I know it looks like I have toothaches. I haven't had a toothache in 11 years. I haven't had a toothache. Hear me. I haven't had a toothache in 11 years. You would think I had one every 3 days or so. No. It's because of what's going on the inside, not what's reflected on the outside. Y'all don't know that. See, y'all automatically think just what you see on the outside determines what's going on the inside. It's backwards, baby. You're all backwards. It's what's on the inside that counts. And I'm pretty sure many of you already heard that. Or unless you're stupid or something. What are you, stupid? Are you stupid? You know, just answer for yourself. You ain't got to answer for no daggone body else. Because that's the problem with the world today. A whole lot of us think we got answers for everybody else. The problem is, a lot of us think we got solutions for everybody else. We all think we got, you know, the truth about every damn body else. Like we got crystal balls. We can read to your damn future. And you can't even read whether you're the size of your whole asshole. I'm about done. I had to get out of here. Here comes the comedy again. But I'm saying, I'm just being real. In fact, I'm being greater than real. I'm being actual here. See, after everything that little demon tried to do to me, and I wind up becoming successful, I wind up becoming the head of the class. I wind up becoming the best of the best in all of the world. And I'm getting ready to travel more than half of it, as long as my life will keep me to be able to do the traveling. All of you who played a role in my destruction, family included, why don't you just go ahead and shit on yourself? Because here's the deal: you didn't get the job done, and you not ever will get the job done. I will remain steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that my labor will not be in vain. I was saying that I made it even when I didn't make it. And here I am today. I made it. Saying it again and looking at it in a physical sense. I'm looking around and realize I actually made it. Speak things that are not as though they were. It will come to fruition. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. I dream of Jeannie. Ooh, yeah. I seen the light. I'm sounding crazy. I'm singing stupid stuff and all that. And I'm laying down singing, so that doesn't sound too popular, but hey, you know. But let me say this up close and personal, real quick. This day is the best day of my life. And prayerfully, I will say that every day of my life until this life has passed. And I go to be with my Father in heaven and our Lord Jesus Christ, that I may sit right at the right hand of Him, Jesus, who sits at the right hand of the Father. And yes, I will eat from that tree that was forbidden before. And yes, not going any further than that. I could breathe easy. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.